Can we talk about our body during postpartum? Because, woof. Well, we made it to Scottsdale, the land where cactus and palm trees dwell like best friends, and home decor includes a bull's head mounted on the wall. The best part of our trip, and the surprising part of our trip, was when we drove through Albuquerque and we saw the beginning of the Hot Air Balloon Festival. It was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Truly, truly majestic. Anyway, when we arrived to the Airbnb, we had a grocery delivery service ready there with all the food, and our first week has been wonderful. The Airbnb is spacious and homey. The chairs beg me to put my feet up, and the floaties beg the children to come and swim. My favorite part about this backyard, though, is the fact that it's completely fenced in, which means my two little toddlers can roam around and work in the dirt while I am in the kitchen making some of my favorite things to feed them. I'm inclined to hide in my heart the memories with the kids during this trip, because especially when there's a new baby in the house, time seems to zip by so fast. Unless you're talking about postpartum pregnancy, fluff, and weight gain, that doesn't seem to go by fast at all. Man, it's been 3 months since I've had a baby, and I still am just feeling out of sorts. Every mother who has had a baby feels to some degree like her body is someone else's, as if it belongs to someone else. It's softer, it's stretched out a little bit, and if you're one of the lucky ones like me, I don't release any extra pounds by breastfeeding. I am not one of the lucky ones, but I just tell myself it's no problem. I'm a little bit squishier so the baby can get squishier faster. At least that's what I tell myself. But even though I'm 40, I know these intrusive thoughts about my body. Unless you think I am Superwoman, I totally hopped on the scale this week and confessed to a friend that I'm having a harder time with intrusive thoughts about postpartum this time around. People say not to pay attention to the scale, but I view it as a tool that helps me know if what I'm doing to release pregnancy weight is working or not. And what I've been doing up to this point just isn't working. The scale hasn't been moving. And the truth is, I know what works. I just don't think I've been ready to let my pregnancy go yet. Releasing weight and taking care of yourself begins in the heart. So I thought I'd show you what I'm feeling ready to do in postpartum, and how I trust the process even when I'm tempted to think it's not working. And I have to start with this first truth. Motherhood is hard. In addition to feeling squishier and like I'm in a different body, I don't sleep as well, and I'm learning all about a new human who has needs. Babies regulate their emotions and heart rate by being near yours. So that's why you'll almost always catch me wearing the baby. I get a lot more done when I'm wearing the baby, which you should totally get these Solly baby wraps. I have 4 of them. It's like a t-shirt, and it goes with every outfit. This may sound funny, but the first way I know how to release pregnancy weight is to be flexible. Housework is always begging for me. I will scan the home and chant to myself, I should do this, and I should do that, have a whole bunch of dishes to do. I have a mountain of laundry. I know not to should all over myself. And by now I know that no matter how loud the housework yells for me to tend to it, in postpartum, I have to play by different rules. My body and my heart are on high alert with a new baby in the home. My brain is constantly scanning the new baby, learning their cues. And I understand that the more calm I am, the more calm the baby is. And as an ambitious mama, I struggle with not doing it all. I love a nicely tended home. But maturity has settled in, and I understand that it's important not to lay down my piece. Another thing I don't do when it comes to releasing postpartum pregnancy weight is pulling back on foods that bring me joy. I make the iced coffee. I close my eyes and enjoy a fresh piece of baked bread. I was 16 years old when I popped my first diet pill. 90s culture has thankfully made its way out of my food thoughts. I know to cheers and celebrate with food, not punish my fluffy self with it. My favorite coffee at home is a breve. Hot or iced, doesn't matter to me. My to-do list is never growing short, but I've also learned how to create a lot of margin so I can get filled up and be well rested, so I can get back in the game and be ready to clean the house again. My supplement game is really strong when it comes to releasing postpartum pregnancy weight. I'm a huge fan of taking beef organs. They are a great way to lose weight. Lots of vitamins and minerals decrease inflammation in the body, and I don't lose as much hair in postpartum because of them. I love them so much. I also take a B vitamin and some magnesium. I feel incredible when I do this, and energy is really important in order to start releasing some of this postpartum weight. I notice that when I'm ravaging hungry while breastfeeding, it's usually a sign that I need to increase my vitamins and minerals through my food and eat more nutrient-dense foods. You'll likely catch me frying up some eggs, eating some steak, eating some berries, fermented foods like sourdough bread, and butter. Lots and lots of butter. If you want to release weight, you've got to eat good fat. I'll never forget hearing that, and I'll tell you what, it really works, and it's really delicious. Another thing I begin to focus on when I'm ready to release pregnancy weight is increasing how many steps I take. I got a good old-fashioned pedometer that's on my shoes, and my goal is to hit anywhere from 7,500 to 10,000 steps a day. This is a true game changer. Usually if I don't feel like moving my body, I won't. But if I get on the treadmill and I just put in a few steps, I'll likely keep going. And did I bring my treadmill to Arizona? Yeah, I mean, we had a U-Haul, so why not? I'm so glad I did. It's so important for me to also stay in the Word of God and take my thoughts captive during postpartum. The most intrusive thoughts come when it's time to reconnect with my husband in the bedroom, when it's time to put on a bathing suit, or when I'm buttoning my pants. Giving over to the Lord my thoughts and exchanging my thoughts with His words helps me melt pregnancy fluff a lot faster. And I've got 3 daughters who are watching, taking notes. My postpartum and how I do it today is going to be linked to how they do their postpartum one day. So I'll put on the suit, and then I'll work hard to suit up mentally. It will be a great trip here. I hope you know that releasing pregnancy weight is not only physical, but it's deeply emotional, mental, spiritual. Learn to disagree with unseen whispers that tell you how ugly and fluffy you are. You grew a human. Go all in on your love for them, and know that when you're ready to release it, your body will release it. In the meantime, enjoy your meals with your people. Sing songs of joy for growth, and put on the suit. Laugh, play, It's the best medicine. Postpartum doesn't have to completely suck. It can be really, really fun and full of beauty. I am so thrilled to be spending my postpartum here with this cute little squishy face. Gotta pull the lashes.
Guys!
I gave up, guys. Maybe next time.